I received my Starbucks delivery. I got a large mocha, a venti mocha, a venti matcha latte. I got a triple chocolate brownie, and I got a sausage sandwich as well. So I'm going to start with the sausage sandwich. And hopefully, yeah, is that the mocha? Nope, that's the matcha latte. Save that for last. That'll be my last trick. Yeah. Okay. So, got my mocha. And I got my sausage sandwich. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, don't want to spill my, yeah. Yeah, that's okay, that's okay. Alright then, time to eat. Got 4 sausages in there. Well, they're 4 halves. 4 half sausages. Yeah. The bun's a bit chewy. But sausages are good. The bun's okay. It's interesting because the order number I always get is number 71. So whenever I order from Just Eat, my order number, when my delivery code is 71. So, and that's the thing, right? Because 71 is the reverse of 17. And in the tarot deck, in the tarot deck, 17 is the star. you're wondering what that noise is in the background, that's my air conditioner. Alright, well, I'll have a bit of my mocha. Yeah. Coconut milk. I find coconut goes well with in a mocha. Nice and hot. I have my triple chocolate brownie. Nice and soft. Do you like a coffee and cigarette combination? It works well for me. Yeah. So, get my lighter. Got my coffee, my mocha. So there's a few things I could mention. Yeah. Interstellar Starbucks. Yeah, Interstellar Starbucks. So the thing is, the world is always trying to steal my money, my fortune, mimicking me. Yeah. You know that saying, get behind me, Satan. Well, this is the thing. Satan is like saying sat anus. And that's what is behind me, right? My ass, my anus is what I'm sat on. It's what I'm sat on. And so people use all this magic to try to steal what belongs to me. My ex-girlfriend, she was called Ania. And, you know, I was watching this video about Evil Eye. It was it's a channel called Religion for Breakfast, and it's run by a guy called Andrew. And he talks about, he did a video about the evil eye. What is the evil eye? And one of the words that came up is a Greek, I think it's a Greek word, yeah, and it's pronounced Baskania. It's spelled Baskania, A-N-I-A. So, that's really interesting. So, apparently that word is associated with evil eye, and it means bewitched. I think that's the definition of it. It's bewitched. And I just thought, oh, that's really fascinating. Yeah, so my ex-girlfriend, Anya, right? So, I'm sure she likes to go out in the sun. She likes to bask in the sunshine. I looked up the definition. So what's the definition of bask? B-A-S-K. And it's basically, I'll tell you what, I'll get the definition on my phone so we can actually have a clear definition of what it is. Okay? So, bask. Definition. Bask. Intransitive verb. 1. To expose oneself to pleasant warmth. 2. To take great pleasure or satisfaction. 3. To lie in warmth. To be exposed to genial heat. Okay, so maybe you could see that on there. Yeah? And so this is the thing. I separated from Anya, and then she went on to have a very pleasant life, while the world became very envious. It's the evil eye, right? So, I'm God, right? I envision things, right? I picture things in my mind. But if you look at the word envision, it's spelled E-N-V-I-S-I-O-N. Envision. But it's almost like two different words, isn't it? It's like envy and vision. So the world envies God, right? So, the world, I envy the world, right? I look at people and I just look at the lives that they live. They steal from me, and I'm jealous. I'm envious, because all they want to do, they keep trying to steal from me what's mine, what belongs to me, and I get to see all these people enjoying what's mine. They keep using magic to try to steal things from me. Yeah. I mean, an example would be, Nvidia, they make graphics cards, and now they're focusing on artificial intelligence, right? So all their GPUs, they're wanting to put them towards artificial intelligence systems. And Nvidia is based off the Latin word, which is invidia, which is spelled I-N-V-I-D-I-A, and it means envy. And obviously, N is the 14th letter of the alphabet. That would be the number of my next door neighbor's house. Yeah, 14. Yeah. And it's also the number associated with Sagittarius, the Temperance card in the tarot. And obviously, I'm a Scorpio, I'm associated with Death, which is the 13th card. Right? Which is also, if you count the Fool as number 1, then the Death card is number 14. You get it. The Fool card is there for a reason. It's there to fool. You say, oh, it's not number 1, that's number 0. Number 2 is number 1, and number 2 is number 3. Blah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Paul, he put out a video. I haven't actually watched it yet. Oh no, I did watch it. What was it? The the video. He called it "The Mechanics of Channeling," and I thought to myself, I want to explain this, right? I want to explain this. So, I think people, they seem to think that I should be channeling. I should be trying to use my intuition and, just let the thoughts come in and, and just speak what comes into my mind and just let it come out. Which is basically what I'm doing right now, actually. Basically, I'm just speaking what thoughts are coming through my head. But the thing is, I'm God. I'm the source. You understand how, how radios, if you have a radio station, the radio station, it broadcasts, and then you have people who try to tune in to that radio. They try to tune in, and some might have a fuzzy reception, and some might have a clear reception, right? I am the broadcaster. I am the source. So I broadcast a lot more than receiving. I suppose in some sense everyone broadcasts in some sense, but I am the main broadcast. I'm God. I'm the source. So I'm constantly broadcasting. It's my energy. And what people do, the reason people are, their intuition is, the reason they keep coming towards me is because it's all about trying to get into my energy. It's all about, because my energy is what you need, right? Without my energy, you're not. I couldn't even imagine what would happen if you didn't have access to any of my energy at all. I mean, the thing is that a non-Christian will try to access my energy. But with Christians, I said, if you love Jesus Christ, and you have a relationship with the Father through the Son, Jesus Christ, then that's how I want people. That's how God wants people to be, right? I'm God. I want people to be Christian. I want them to follow the example that I did, right? I was Jesus Christ. And so the point is that blessings, obviously I have to bless people. People need my blessings, right? They need my energy. But I said I wanted people to do it in a particular way, because you either do you know what I mean? Like, if you were running a kitchen, right, and you're running like a buffet or something like that, or you were running, let's say you were running a, it's the difference between people forming an orderly line, as opposed to people just jumping over the counter and just taking what they want, right, or whatever. Hopefully that makes sense, right? People want to break in, they want to steal, they want to just take things and claim that it belongs to them when it doesn't. And I don't want to have to. I will not put up with parasites. I will not put up with parasites. Okay? If people continue to try to behave like they're parasites, in other words, they don't love God, they don't love Jesus, they don't give the glory to God, then they're getting cut off, and that's it. There's nothing more I can do for you. So it needs to be understood. Okay, if you had parasites all over your body, what would your instinct be? What would you want to do? You'd want to take them off, wouldn't you? Can you blame God for wanting to rid himself of a bunch of parasites? Do you understand? It's my energy, right? I have to protect my energy. I mean, people are living off my energy. You know, people who are close to me, right? People who are next door or across the street or around the corner. Yeah, people are draining my energy all the time. They're just constantly trying to associate with my power in any way that they can. And it's very obvious. It's very obvious to me. And you know, people who keep trying to do that to me, well, you're gonna find yourself in a very, very bad place, and that'll be that. And there's nothing more I can do for you. Yeah. So. I am the Word. I am God. Now people keep trying to do word magic. They keep trying to do all these rituals and spells, and they just think, oh, just keep putting out these videos that are going to piss me off, they're going to annoy me. And we'll keep having, you know, you think people seem really fucking stupid to think they're going to stop me. You notice how they're talking about California now. They're talking about, you know, people are warning about 8.0 earthquakes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, at the same time, my cousin, who I haven't spoken to for years, he's messaging me. I'll read these out to you. What's he saying? Shall I read it out? So, yeah. I got a new phone, so yeah. So he messaged me on the 6th of July. So he said, "Hello again, it's Andy. We need you to sign the paperwork at the solicitors so we can discharge our duty as executors." Isn't that the same way you spell executors? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Can you do that? So he said, yeah. So yes, can you do that? If you're unwilling to do it, can you let me know why, and we can try to work out any issues? Hello, can you give me an answer? Or we'll have to find other ways to discharge our duties. Hello, Grant, we really need an answers. And answers. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So, you know, San Andreas. Yeah? You know, San Andreas, the San Andreas fault that runs along California, the coast of California. Yeah. And you know, Andrew Tate, you know, he's big on his main platform, isn't it? Rumble? Isn't that? Yeah. The platform, Rumble. Yeah. Yeah, he's a Sagittarius, isn't he? Yeah. See, the life I should be living is the life that I should be living more like Andrew Tate. That's the life. But you see, because of piece of shit energy vampires, my cousin Andrew, yeah. They're involved with all sorts of scandals. I mean, look what's happened to Prince Andrew. He's at the center of, you know, child abuse, child trafficking, sex trafficking. Yeah, But you see, my cousin Andrew, he was King David, and he was Adam from the book of Genesis. And he got married to a woman. Yeah, her name's Eva. Yeah, he married her. Yeah. So he doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe anything I say. He doesn't listen to anything I say. And I've been trying to get people in my family to listen to me for years. I mean, probably about 4 years, if not longer. Longer than that, actually. The thing is, I'm God. There's no one more dangerous than me. And people are dumb. So I guess we'll just find out what happens, I guess. And that's that. You know, people want to turn away from God, and then they get involved with demons and devils, and they get involved in, they attack God, and they try to siphon energy from God, and then they're working with demons that are involved with all kinds of evil things, murder or trafficking, sex trafficking, illegal things, evil things, sinful things. That's what they support, because they went the other way. Now you can either be good. You're either good or you're bad. You're on the good side or you're on the bad side. And if you're sitting on the fence, which I suppose there are probably some people who sit on the fence, well, what did Jesus say? He said, well, if you're neither, he said, I will spit you out of my mouth. Well, yeah. Saliva. Yeah, that's an interesting, saliva. Well, Saliva. There's a band called Saliva. I used to have a couple of their albums. Sal Eva. Eva's the name of my cousin's wife. IVA. Yeah, IVA. Yeah. Yeah, so what more can I say? Vomit. Yeah, you want yeah. You want to be a fence sitter? Well, you're basically saying you want to be vomit. And the evil one, well, yeah. I mean, someone who, if God looks at someone and thinks, hey, you know what? I think that person's a real piece of shit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, what more can I say? Andrew's dad, like I've told, I've said this so many times, but, Andrew's dad, my cousin Andrew, his dad's called Donald. And Donald's wife's called Christine. That's the Neal family. Who do they kneel? Who do they kneel to, huh? They're using bloodline magic to attack me, to siphon energy from me. I don't have any friends, I don't have any family, as far as I'm concerned. Not biological family. I mean, well, the people I used to be friends with, they were all backstabbers. They betrayed me, attacked me, stole from me. And my family, they did exactly the same. My biological family, that's what they did. They used the opportunity to steal from me. working with demons and devils. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? Get behind me, Satan. Yeah. I'm Satan. You know, some people will call me Father, and some will call me Satan. And that's how it is. You know, which side of the fence do you fall on? You know, I've been posting on Facebook. You know, I focus on who I feel I have to focus on. So if people feel like I'm leaving them out, or you know, I haven't paid any attention to what they're posting, well, it's yeah. I mean, some people, yeah. Well, you have to understand. I only have a certain. There's only a certain number of hours in a day, and obviously, I'm focusing. I'm trying to prioritize what I'm doing on a daily basis. So, you know, if I haven't posted your video lately, well, you know, that might happen. Just need to give it, yeah. So basically, don't just assume that I've forgotten about you if you're hoping I was going to get back to you. Yeah. Anyway, I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah. Well, got a matcha latte. It's not my favourite drink. It's not my. Yes, it's alright though. It's alright. Bit of green tea, or whatever it's supposed to be. Yeah. What's the new thing now? Everyone wants to drink bubble tea, don't they? Yeah, bubble tea. Yeah, people want to pretend that Jesus is a bubble. Yeah. Yeah, people use all kinds of magic, don't they? What's that YouTube channel? Maggie got the tea. Oh, got a fly in the room. I might have to kill it. Ooh, no. Come here, you bugger. Almost got it. It's quite a big fly. I've killed a few flies recently. I killed 2 the other day. Oh, there you go. Oh. Right. Give me a second. It's a very fast fly. Oh. Alright, I'll just leave it. Yeah, I'll just leave it. I'll get it later. I don't like flies in the house. Strange how it flew at me, huh? Ooh, hang on a sec. I think I can get it. Hang on. Ooh. Ooh. One second. I'm gonna finish it off. Fuck. Where'd he... Get out. Oh, flippin' heck. Stupid fly. Here. Get the thing. Where the hell did it go? Did it go out? Alright, the thing is gone. Sorry about that. I got rid of it. It's gone. Excuse me 1 second. I should have paused the video really, shouldn't I? But, oh well, never mind. Yeah. Exciting times, huh? Yeah. So what was I talking about? I can't remember now. But yeah, basically, you know, people, what they do, what most people do to me is mimic, impersonate, and use magic against me, and I will fight back. You know, all these people who think that their magic rituals, their magic spells, they think that where does that energy come from? You know, people want to pretend like it comes out of Jupiter or Mars or Venus or the sun or the moon or the dirt. As I know, it comes from God. That's me. You know, you either give me the glory or you don't, and if you don't, well, you're getting cut off, and that's it. So yeah, I'm tired of people and their stupid games, and people thinking that they can keep doing this to me. They think they can steal everything from me, ruin my life, and then when I fight back, you're like, oh, you're just a loser. You haven't got anything good going on in your life. You just wish you had what I had. You're envious of me. Imagine that, someone stealing from you. Imagine someone stealing everything from you and then telling you that you're the one who's jealous after they stole everything from you. It's like, no, you stole that. And they're like, no, we didn't. You're just jealous. Well, you know, people will find themselves dead as a result of being evil. And that's that. Have I said enough? Should I end the video now? Should I upload this? Okay. Alright.